In this video, I'll be explaining how to perform some basic descriptive statistics using the TI-84 or 83. Now, we have this data set and we want to answer the following questions. To do that, the first thing you have to do is to click on the Start button. So after you click on the Start button, you click on the Edit. This is done to plug in the data set. Now we have the L1. You can plug in your data set in L1. So what are the data set that we have? Now we have 5. Then you click on enter. Let's plug in the data set. 8, 12, 14, 7, 10. 7, 10, 17, 19, 20, 6, 9, 14, 16, 12, 8, 7, and 10. So in total, we have 25 values. We have 24 values. Now to perform the descriptive statistics, we need to click on the Start button again. Then you come forward to Calculate. Under the Calculate, we have one VAR start. Why? Because we are having just a single variable, not two variables. If you are comparing two things, then you can click on two variable start. But in this case, we have only one variable. Click on that. The list is going to be L1. Why? Because we plug in the data set under L1. So you leave the list as L1. The frequency list, you can leave that and you come to Calculate. But in a situation whereby you plug in your data in L2, make sure it is in L2. But in this case, we have it as L1. Then you click on Calculate. Now here, question A says find the mean. The mean with the symbol X bar equals 11.32. And the second question says find the median. Now the median is the same thing as Q2. This is the median. You can see the median is 10. So we have the median to be equals to 10. And question B says that comment on the shape of the distribution. What is the shape of the distribution? In my previous video, I mentioned that if the mean is greater than the median, then we can say that it is right skewed. But if it is less than, then you can say that it is left skewed. And if they are approximately the same, it is symmetric. Question C says find the standard deviation. What I mean by the standard deviation here is the sample standard deviation. Now let's go back to the calculator. You can see S subscript X. This is the standard deviation for the sample. But if I'm interested in the population standard deviation, then it's going to be sigma X. But in this case, we are interested in the sample standard deviation. So my sample standard deviation is going to be 4.356. What about the variance? Don't forget, the formula for calculating the variance equals to the standard deviation squared. So that is, you have 4.356 squared. And that should give like 17 point something. We can do that immediately after. Here we have 4.356 squared. So here we have this to be 18.9747, and you can leave it in 3 decimal place. So you can go back to the question and see your answers easily. The next question says that find the first and the third quartiles. The first and the third quartiles. The first quartile is the same thing as Q1. And what is our Q1? We have our Q1 to be 7.5. This is the first quartile. And our Q3 is the third quartile. Q3 is the third quartile, while the median is Q2. So the third quartile is 14.5. The next question says, find the interquartile range. The interquartile range is represented as IQR with the formula Q3 minus Q1, which is 14.5 minus 7.5. And the answer here is 7. The next question says, find the lower outlier boundary. For the lower outlier boundary, here we have the formula to be LOB to be equals to Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. This is the formula for the lower outlier boundary. Now to do this, we have the Q1 to be 7.5. Okay, we have our Q1 to be 7.5 minus 1.5 multiplied by the interquartile range, which is multiplied by 7. And this is going to give us 1.5 multiplied by 7 should be equals to 10.5. And 10.5 minus 7.5, this should be equals to negative 3. For the upper outlier boundary, we have our UOB to be equals to Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. And our Q3 in this case is 14.5 plus 1.5 multiplied by 7. And this should be 10.5 plus 14.5 plus 10.5, which should be 25. And if the case is, do we have any outliers? No, because none of the observation is greater than 25. So this is how to use TI-84 for the basic statistics. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe.